We can't apologize to Nigerians. APC, PDP, and Labour others bungled 2023 election. INEC says, can you imagine? What do you mean by you cannot apologize to Nigerians? And what do you mean by APC, PDP, and Labour bungled 2023 elections? Yeah? This man is always acting with impunity even after violating the electoral laws of Nigeria. Just because he's working for the government in power is quite unfortunate. We, as a responsible organization, have taken steps to rectify some of the challenges we had and made sure that going into March 18 election is prepared. Can you imagine? They lie. The Independent National Electoral Commission had described apologizing to Nigerians over the widespread hiccups that characterized the February 25 election as non-issue. INEC said the politicians and political parties also should be blamed for its subpar performance. The People Democratic Party and the Labour Party have accused the ruling All Progressive Congress of violence, voter intimidation, and electoral fraud. The APC made its allegation of rigging against the PDP and Labour Party as well. INEC said it was unhappy over its failure to upload the presidential election results in its server in real time, with blaming political parties and politicians for the outcome. Can you imagine? Asked if the commission would apologize to Nigerians for failing to upload the election result, Festus Okoye, spokesman for INEC, said the issue of apology or no apology does not arise. We have made it very clear that we are not happy with what happened with the result upload for February 25 presidential election and National Assembly elections. Can you imagine? The INEC official added, we as a responsible organization have taken steps to rectify some of the challenges we had and made sure that going into March 18 governorship and state assembly elections, such issues do not reoccur. Mr. Okoye stated this on Channels TV Sunday night. Can you imagine? So what he's saying is that the issue of apologizing to Nigerians is not going to arise or does not arise at all, because of though they have seen that their system failed and they have all the challenges they have fixed them. All the challenges they had during the election, they had fixed them so that going into this March 18 election, those issues don't reoccur again. That is what he's trying to tell us. But again, he's also trying to tell us as well that the political parties and the politicians also have the part to blame, because both PDP, APC, and Labour also had their own role they played that determined the outcome of the election. That's what Festus Okoye is trying to say here on behalf of the INEC. These people are acting with impunity. After promising the whole world that they would transmit the vote in real time, they transmitted that of National Assembly in real time, but did not transmit the presidential own in real time. And they don't have reason for that. They're telling us the system had a glitch for 6 hours. Is that? Now, wow. Blaming political parties and politicians, Mr. Okoye said, let me make it clear that the conduct of the elections is a multi-stakeholder venture. Yes, we are at the receiving end now, but the political parties have their own role to play to make sure we have a good electoral process. Mr. Okoye noted that it is some of the political parties and some of their candidates that made the atmosphere at the polling unit inaccessible in such a way that voters cannot have a good voting experience on election day. It's APC now. APC had their thugs everywhere that day, and they caused the largest amount of problems to electorate. That is it. Mr. Okoye noted that it is some of the political parties and some of their candidates that made the atmosphere at the polling unit inaccessible in such a way that voters cannot have a good voting experience on election day. He added, so we need to also talk to the political parties, to talk to their agents to abide by the code of conduct and the peace accord they have signed, so that Nigerians can go to polling units on election day without challenges, and so that our officials can deploy and deploy without any fear and any harm befalling them. Can you imagine? Who how can you put the whole thing back on the party agents? Okay, party agents were there, everybody was there. INEC people were getting to location almost 12, 1, 2 o'clock. Election was supposed to finish between 2 and 3. That was when some INEC officials were getting to the location to even start accreditation at all. Yeah? Is that the polling, a party agent problem? It's quite unfortunate. This is just blaming other people for no reason. INEC had promised to upload the election result in real time using the BVS device to IREV. Okay? On election day, the upload of the result of the presidential election was sporadic, with INEC claiming technical glitches. Don't mind them. They didn't know what they were doing. Or really, they knew what they were doing anyway. They were playing to the gallery. All right, so this is what is happening here. INEC, through Festus Okoye, is saying that they can't apologize to Nigerians. They can't apologize to Nigerians because they don't owe Nigerians any apology. They are saying they've done their part, okay? And the political party also had to do their part. And whatever that happens that day that led to that form of the election, they have their own blame, and political parties also have their own blame. And it is saying out here that political parties and their candidates should talk to their supporters and their agents to abide by the rule during elections so that voters can have a better voting experience on the day of election. But the truth remains that INEC is just shifting blame. They underperformed and they played by the gallery. Okay? I see no reason why some people having the BVS machine that day could not have password to the BVS machine. Some people that completed the election successfully could not upload voters' report from the polling unit through the BVS machine to the IREF portal online. They shut down the server links. And a lot of information has come out to prove that INEC shut down that server so they could give opportunity to resort to manual. And then through that manual, they can doctor report, and afterwards, they start transmitting the doctor report. It's quite unfortunate. And now INEC is trying to come here to blame political parties, their supporters, and their agents to abide by the electoral rules and also abide by the peace accord that has been signed by the political parties and the candidates. Quite unfortunate that INEC is pushing this blame to somewhere else. Okay, they had all the flaws. They worked to prove that they were bought over. Okay, now that, but the judge has come out to see that the chairman or the director of ICT for INEC used to be a commissioner in Lagos State. It means that that man is in the pocket of Tinubu and APC. So tell me why that man will not do anything in INEC to favor his master. So they use all their position that they've had to position their people, planning. They've planned this thing for a very long time. Positioning people, hoping that when the time comes, all the people they have positioned will do their job. That was why they had the full confidence that they will win, because they felt they have put their people everywhere. But even at that, they didn't win the election. They were just violence and mad everywhere. Even the pronouncement that they made that they declared Tinubu as a winner was a fraudulent one, because going by the numbers, he did not win. In fact, it was Peter Ob's number that they were giving to Tinubu for him to win, because there was a massive rejection, a global rejection, a national rejection of Tinubu and his allies in this election. It was quite unfortunate. So that is what INEC is saying, that they don't owe Nigerians apology, and they're saying it with impunity. That is crazy. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.